Hi there, that's there. That's just for editing purposes. And now I'm going to go live on YouTube. One, two, three. That'll take a little second. Live on YouTube. Takes about 30 seconds for this. Right, so go live. And I need to mute myself quickly, or it will take over my microphone. Let's see here. I'll start the main recording in a second. So, yes, we're live on YouTube. SMG Diverse Show 120. Take over the microphone. There you go, you're now muted. That's a nice one. And now we're going to start the show with Russ Stallings, and I'll start the main recording in just 2 seconds. Need to multitask like a madman to do this show. So now I'm going to start the main recording. One, two, three. Hi, and welcome to the SMG Diverse Show, episode 120. Today we've got four co-hosts who are going to review 11 songs, if everyone shows up, that is. Could you introduce yourself, my four co-hosts, and then we'll start the show with Russ Stallings. So, Dee, introduce
Hi,
yourself.
I'm Deep Spawn Logic. I'm Deep Spawn Logic. I'm a digital music creator and music producer. I also am the founder and host of Indie Rhythm and Rise, where we support all different genres of independent music artists.
I said, well, we've also got Steve here. Steve,
Yeah, I'm Steve LaCrone. I'm with KMS.life. I've been a lifelong musician, and my passion has been live reinforcement or live productions, and also videography and photography of musicians and helping to tell their story. So I'm expanding on my YouTube presence and hoping to build that with the artists that come on the show and rock and roll, baby. Let's bring it on.
Dave, you're the man. Don, do you want to introduce yourself and what you do
Yeah,
on the Real Radio?
absolutely. Yep, I am Don Kippert with On the Rail Radio. I've been running this for about 2 years now. Our goal is to feature independent and smaller bands, specifically in the metal, punk, and rock genres, where we live here. And we've been doing this, like I said, for about 2 years, featuring those bands that really deserve the opportunity that wouldn't be heard otherwise.
Nice one, dude. You're another legend. Kevin, last but not least, this man's a legend. Kevin, UKI Radio, introduce yourself.
I'm Kevin. I've been a radio broadcaster since 2000. I've just recently celebrated my 400th episode, and quite frankly, it's an award-winning show that has done very well for itself.
Oh, you're fantastic. Right, so that's who's going to review the music tonight. So here we go. First guest, Kentucky, Russ Stallings. He's been on about 10 shows. Introduce yourself and what's the story about your song with the name of I Need You? Russ?
Hey, Sparky, it's good to see you again. It's good to see everybody. I'm Russ Stallings. I'm here in Kentucky, and we neighbor the state of Tennessee. And actually, several years ago, or a few years ago, we moved to Tennessee, and I wrote and recorded some songs. This is one of them, and I was fortunate enough to have probably some of the best musicians in Nashville to help, record in the studio some of the songs that I've written. This song is called When the New Wears Off. And I wrote this song with Janine Tirana from New York and Rod Riley. This song to me, is just a lot about, you know, some things get better with time. I hope that I'm getting better with time. Some days I'm not so sure, but it's about commitment as well. We go through hard times, even in relationships, at times, but even, the new wears off, the shiny wears off after a little bit of time, but hopefully the relationship is getting even better, through commitment, and love. And my wife and I will celebrate our 32nd wedding anniversary next month, and we've got, yeah, thank you. And we got our third grandchild, second and third grandchild on the way. And so life is good. And, I'm sorry, I'm just babbling, but that's kind of what the song is about, so.
Do you know I get you mixed up with with Bad Horse? I said I Need You. The song is, of course,
Yeah.
it is when the new wears off. So back enjoy this world class track. Russ Allen's, ladies and gentlemen, track of the evening.
I traded my old pickup for a brand new set of wheels. Upgraded my cell phone 'cause it gave me a good deal. My old house, it wasn't big enough, so I bought a brand new spread. Just replaced my laptop 'cause the old one, it was dead. And when the new wears off of you, I thought this whole thing over, and here's what I'm gonna do. I won't ship you off, I won't trade you in, they don't make them like they used to. I'll just love you all over again when the new wears off of you. Some things just get better with the passing of time, like this old handmade saddle or a bottle of red wine. When I was a younger man, I chased the things that shine. Now we're both getting older, but you're still in your prime. When the new wears off of you, I thought this whole thing over, here's what I'm gonna do. I won't ship you off, I won't trade you in, they don't make them like they used to. I'll just love you all over again when the new wears off of you. When the new wears off of you, I thought this whole thing over, and here's what I'm gonna do. I won't ship you off, I won't trade you in, they don't make them like they used to. I'll just love you all over again when the new wears off of you. Yeah, I'll just love you all over again when the new wears off of you.
Very, very high level stuff, you know. This is a diverse show and it's about everything country wise. You're just as good as it gets, Russ Stallings, man. So, what does my co host have to say, ladies first? We spoke about the order and I'll load up the next track from Zimmeru. So, I'll be back in a minute. D, ladies first.
I loved it. I really, really loved it. When the new wears on you, it really resonates because I've known my husband since sixth grade. So his new wore off a long time ago. I'm sure both of our new wore off a long time.
Yeah.
So I love as someone who loves to write, I love the lyrics to the song. It's really good. And I just love the sound. It's overall it's just a good tune. I just love it. And I feel that it would resonate with a lot of people.
Thank you.
Well said, well said. Steve?
And Russ, I'll tell you, you definitely had some world-class musicians on that track. That was beautiful. So you took a traditional country sound with all of the instrumentation and really brought some modern context to it. Yeah, especially for this crowd, we're at that age where, yeah, new wore off a long time ago.
Yeah.
Excellent track, man. Loved it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well said, well said. Don, what would you like to say? And I'm actually going to ask my two captains to say something about the songs as well, Redbeard and Greenbeard. So Don, then Kevin, then Redbeard and Greenbeard.
Hey Russ, that's a great song. It actually takes me back to when I very first started in radio back in the 90s. It was a lot of that feel that I had from back then, with almost like the boot stomping kind of, down home front porch sitting feel to it. Really good tune. I loved it.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Well said, dude. Well said. Kevin?
That was very easy to listen to, and it was just it had a very nice flow to it, I must admit. Jokes as well, considering that it's all about technology as well, it seems to be that there's only a matter of time before we have a song about an AI girlfriend leaving you for someone. But with that said, it's actually got some really good story in it. I liked the storytelling, I liked the lyrics. The voice was lovely and smooth as well.
Thank you.
Mark and Steve, they're both well acquainted with us. What would you thought say on that track, gents? And then we'll go to the next song, Zimaru.
Yeah, Russ, it's really good to see you again, man. I've
You
missed
too,
you.
brother. Yeah.
So it's so good to see you. Well, I'm a big fan of your music. I've always said I've never been a massive fan of country music till I heard you. And suddenly it all made sense to me, thanks to you. And I've heard a lot of your material, and it's all top quality. And you've got a fantastic way of bringing a bit of humor into the lyrics and things like that. And your delivery is perfect. And, I'm a massive fan. So all power to you, my friend.
Dude, thank you, Mark.
Well said,
You're
well
welcome.
said. So there's a few guests, sorry, Steve, there's a few guests that's not come, so I'm just going to do a shorter show tonight. So there's going to be six reviews. Steve Andrews, what was your thoughts here? Then we'll get to Zimaru.
First of all, I'd just like to say, Russ, absolutely fantastic to see you back on the show. And with your song, I wasn't at all surprised because I've come to associate all of your songs with absolutely top quality production, fantastic country songs. No surprise with the one tonight. Brilliant vocals, brilliant lyrics, all of it, the production, the performance, everything just top quality, top marks, fantastic job.
Thank you, Steve. Good to see you.
Well said, everyone. So from Kentucky, we're heading over to Oklahoma. And Justin Rayner, you're next, so not prepared, but you're up next, dude. Could the Zimaru crew, there's so many of you, could you introduce yourself? Yeah, and tell me the story behind your marvelous song, Heaven Had to Do.
Okay. My name is Dalen. I'm the vocalist. I'm the one who wrote the song.
I'm Austin Lucky. I'm the drummer. I just hit things.
And
my name is Lanny. I'm the bass player.
Awesome, awesome. And Cody Frost, you're the one that I've been talking to the most.
Yeah, I'm the dad of the group, and I'm also the guitar player.
And what's the story behind Heaven Had to Do?
There's a lot of exposition leading up to the birth of it, so I'll leave all that backstory out completely. I wrote it as a tribute to the late singer of Alice in Chains, Lane Staley. I wrote it as a tribute to him, and it's tells the story of a hurt soul battling depression and addiction. And the narrator in the song.
It's a beautiful song. It's world class. Honestly, everyone's already heard it. All the radio partners here, and everybody loves it. So sit back and enjoy this, ladies and gentlemen. It's a marvelous piece. Heaven Had to Do by Zimaru. One love, ladies and gentlemen. Song 2. Enjoy.
Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a soul trapped inside man. Just another tragedy.
I'm going to make it short and sweet. Absolutely mind-blowing stuff, wasn't it? Just absolutely fantastic. Very, very, very high-level stuff. What does the pros have to say? You know the order, ladies first. Dee, and I'll
Thank
load
you.
up the next track. There's the one and only Justin Rayner.
All I can say is wow. Who's singing their butt off? Who's
Me,
singing?
Right here with the green
the
hair.
green.
Your voice is powerful. It's very powerful, and it's very
Thank you.
it truly grabs you. Just overall, the song gave me chills. Like I'm still tingling overall. It just gave me chills
Thank
from
you.
the drums are
Thank
awesome.
you.
I'm a drum fan because my husband's a drummer. The guitar is awesome. The bass is awesome. The song itself is just
Hey,
sick.
there you go.
You know, I
Yeah.
always say that, I create music where time stands still just for a moment. And for me, your song, time stood still just for a moment. It's just emotionally
Cool.
grasping, and I enjoy every bit of it. You
Thank
did an
you.
Thank you very
awesome
Thank
job.
you.
much.
Thank
Wow,
you.
what a beautiful thing to say. I detail
Thank
that,
you.
Dave, the Cron.
Yeah, all I can say is thanks a lot, Dee. You left nothing to say. That was a beautiful tribute ballad, beautiful vocals, beautiful instrumentation, guitar part. It had me the whole time. I definitely was feeling it, man. Beautiful song.
Thank
Cool.
you.
It
Cool.
will be
Thank
featured on
you.
my Facebook and elsewhere, guaranteed.
Well said, Don.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the song, the way it started out, it was kind of like this ethereal and like haunting vibe to it, right?
Yeah.
Which, for Lane Staley, like, makes a whole ton of sense. Then he
Yeah.
kicked it in with like the drums, and it got kind of like thunderous and just kind of really rose up, kind of like Lane Staley's career. And I
Yeah.
see the parallels there. I hear the parallels in the lyrics, and it blew me away. It's a fantastic song, and I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. That's one I got to have on my station. So we'll get hooked
Thank
up.
you.
Cool. Thank you.
I said, Kev.
I must admit that is a very, very ear-grabbing sound. It grabs you from the off. The voice in particular, is a very rich voice. It's a very mature sounding voice. It all kind of reminded me of Skin from Skunk and Nancy. Its delicateness as well. Um, Incredible voice there. Guitars
Thank you.
absolutely amazing, especially that guitar solo as well. Ooh. And not only that, but just the whole general. It kind of it draws you in. There's like an atmosphere to it that kind of draws you in. It's like all this emotion, all this power just hits you in the face. It's beautiful.
Well
Thank you.
said.
Thank you.
Well said. Mr. Story, then, Mr. Andrews.
Yeah, I mean, Alice in Chains, great band, and Lane Staley, incredible singer. May he rest in peace. We did run through the running order of this show earlier, and I listened to that song. And the first thing I thought was, who is that singer? Because the vocal absolutely outstanding, and the song itself,
Thank you.
the way it builds, it just builds and builds and builds, and the emotion builds with it. And there's that screaming guitar solo. Absolutely
Mhm.
outstanding job. Brilliant. Well done. Well done.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Well
Thank
said.
you.
Steve.
You're welcome.
Well, I put in the chat like I was wowed from the beginning, and I mean that. Like the vocals are absolutely, utterly amazing. Like
Thank
just
you.
really wow, wow. And then the song keeps it up. Like everything is like, can you create a perfect song? People would say, well, maybe not. There's always something slightly out, but I think you've done it. I think that was a perfect song. Everything in it, I couldn't,
Thank you.
it was just amazing. The instrumentation, the guitar, the production, the vocals, all of it together, the feeling that came over from it. Absolutely, utterly amazing. Now, I don't know how much, experience you guys have had like playing out there in the world, but I would say I could see that on a big stage somewhere at a festival and the crowd being absolutely blown away by it because it is that amazing.
Thank
Fantastic.
you.
Thanks so much.
Well said, everyone. Honestly, that's Zimmery over in Oklahoma. I hope you can hang around. There's only going to be 7 songs in tonight's show, so you was our guest to it, and you're wonderful, wonderful, amazing artists. Till the next time, Dallin, Lanny, Lucky, and Cody. I think I got the names all right there. So, right, from Oklahoma, we're heading over to Tennessee. Justin Rayner, how are you doing, my friend? Introduce yourself and the story
I
behind
am
your song.
doing well.
What's the
Like,
story behind your song All Out? And tell us a little bit.
I'll tell you that, but I gotta mention because I put in the chat, Dallin. I don't know if you're for hire, but if you are, I probably have some features and collaborations coming up. I do production for a lot of different people, and I'm like, I heard that voice, and I go, I know some things that are coming up that you'd be amazing on. So we gotta connect. If you're for hire. um,
Yeah.
story behind All Out. I'm a Jesus loving Christian, and this is an anthem, kind of placated on the sports analogy for life, to give everything your all, to really go all out no matter what. I'm also a drummer, so shout out to all the other drummers. But the rhythms you're going to hear today are used more in my mouth on this song, All Out. This is actually a remix version of the original. The remix is getting released July 11th, with the help of some other producer friends of mine over at Master Fade Music and GFM Recording, Nick Aguero and Brian Kramer. So shout out to them for their assistance on the remix with this one. And I just got to put this little plug in because this just happened 24 hours ago. I was featured in LA Weekly. So go check out LA Weekly, check out the article. I was like, woo! So that was really, really exciting. But all these things happening together, my first time on the show, life
Dude,
is
I'm not
exciting right now.
surprised. I'm not surprised that you're getting attention like that because you're fantastic. And yeah, the first of many appearances this is for Justin Rayner. And sit back and enjoy song All Out, ladies and gentlemen. This is song 3 of 7. Enjoy this marvelous track. One love.
I'm coming out swinging. There is no end to the barrel I'm bringing. The devil has tried and he's tried to divide, but it all comes together again on the other side like Bernoulli. I got principles, keep it in mind. My principal role is to follow the guide. Are you following me? Are you seeing the signs? I am not a prophet, but I gotta live more profitably. Could I possibly be rooted more in the rock, keeping rooted in me? Oh no, this is not about the money. It's hard to believe when you're living with doubt. Fire reveals what you're really about. Let it burn, cause y'all know I'm going all out. But you don't know what fair is. I am not fair, it's Bueller, so don't look at me as if all I do is take the day off, as if that's all there is in this fair of vanity. While this wheel of Ferris spins, yeah, sometimes I'm at the bottom and sometimes I'm at the top. You tell me I ain't nothing, but let me tell you what I'm not. I am not a slave to sin, though I've not mastered it yet, but I know the one who has, the one that God the Father sent. So I keep my head down and my eyes focused. No sense putting my hope in what is always gonna wind up hopeless. If you think that I have all the answers, I don't, though I ain't up the creek with no paddle. No, I'm over here on the bank, cause I don't even know where the boat is. Where am I going? You see, I admit it, no, I am not gloating, but Jesus stepped out of the boat and he did it to keep every bit of what little hope I had left floating. I was a madman when all that I knew was a torrent, and every embassy before me was foreign. Asylum was granted right there on the form, and he signed it himself with his blood, I am sure of it. I'm coming out swinging. There is no end to the barrel I'm bringing. The devil has tried and he's tried to divide, but it all comes together again on the other side like Bernoulli. I got principles, keep it in mind. My principal role is to follow the guide. Are you following me? Are you seeing the signs? I am not a prophet, but I gotta live more profitably. Could I possibly be rooted more in the rock, keeping rooted in me? Oh no, this is Fire reveals what you're really about. Let it burn, cause y'all know I'm going all out. I said, this ain't about money, no, this is a battle. But I cannot fight it with pride if I'm really looking to define who I am, or what I'll amount to. The cost is about to double in size, and the thought is beginning to seep enough to paralyze every action. And it's got me rattled. Am I really surprised? Nope. And why? I've already straddled this line thinking that'll keep me covered from both sides while I am enjoying this horse ride. But sitting up here, it is so high, someone please come get me out of this saddle. Cause this ain't the trail that I wanna be on, there's too much indifference. I'd rather be dropping the hammer like I was back standing alone at the workbench, hitting the nail on the head when you said that you'd rather be spitting me out of your mouth if I was lukewarm or up on the fence instead of on top of the roof of the shout. I'm working it out, you're helping me cope. Your grace is sufficient, it's more than a gift. Its primary function is more than forgiveness for when I mess up, and destruction is swift. As quick as the feet when they come to shed blood, or as rapid as I should be listening in. So all that you say is right there in your word, and your word has been there for me since the beginning.
And I am the life.
I'm coming out swinging. There is no end to the barrel I'm bringing. The devil has tried and he's tried to divide, but it all comes together again on the other side like burn today. I got principles, keep it in mind. My principal role is to follow the guide. Are you following me? Are you seeing the signs? I am not a prophet, but I gotta live more profitably. Could I possibly be rooted more in the rock, keeping rooted in me? Oh no, this is not about the money. It's hard to believe when you're living with doubt. Fire reveals what you're really about. Let it burn, cause y'all know I'm going all out.
Very, very high level stuff, dude. Just absolutely marvelous, honestly. I'm sure everybody's going to agree. The next guest, Isaac Mann from Israel.
Hey
So
there.
I'll put up that song, and let's go the same order again, ladies. First D,
Right.
and then Steve. What was your thoughts there?
Right. Well, it was captivating. Yeah, enjoyed every bit of it. The flow, man. You are, you definitely are a wordsmith, and yeah, there's the great flow. And I mean, like I say, just to slate it.
Thank
Each
you.
line is like you know, not a single miss. Like da 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 da. It's very yeah, it's very tight. The production very epic. It's very epic. Yeah. It sounds both like it's both rap, but yeah, I like the hybrids of styles here. Something that kind of I'm not good, not too well in putting things into genres, but it feels very like it's both has a little bit of new metal or rock, but it's also rap, but it's but it's also kind of it's very cohesive. Yeah,
Fantastic, isn't it?
could be put out in in a film or Marvel. A Marvel
Hey,
film.
couldn't it just, it's absolutely fantastic, dude.
Yeah.
And, I
Right.
caused a little bit of confusion there, but yeah, Isaac Mann, well said, brother, well said. D, then Steve next. Steve, D, Steve, Don.
I agree with Isaac, man. That's what I thought. I thought movie like a film. The song is fire. I mean, the cadence and the flow of the lyrics is it's just it's really nice. It fits the song well. And I'm assuming you did the drums on the song. It's locked. The drums are locked in really good with the song. I love when an artist is able to deliver their beliefs and their messages in their music, and that comes through loud and clear. And I think a lot of people would be able to appreciate the message through the song the way that it is. So I think it's very well done, very well.
Thank you.
Well said, Mr. Latron.
Yeah, and Justin, I just want to say thank you. I am a huge proponent of Christian music, and what you're doing here is bringing the mix of genres to a much larger crowd. I think I would probably classify this as Christian rock symphonic rap. I don't
Right.
know.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's totally cool, man. I loved it 100%.
Thank
Well
you.
said, well said. He's having problems with his camera, but he can still hear us. So well said,
Yeah.
yeah. Don on the Real Radio.
This is actually something like what I would already have on my station. Is as far as like a genre fit, it's got that metal rock vibe, but with the rap. It reminds me of a band that I know out of St. Louis, Discrepancies, who does a lot of rapping in their metal and rock. It's got that feel for it. The message is brilliant, and it captivated me from the instant. And this whole Marvel idea, dude, you should submit it. It would be a great song for a movie like that.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
well said, well
I'll have
said.
to find out how to do that.
Well, music supervisors, you just need to find the
Yeah,
right ones,
sync,
find the right
supervise
people.
and sync.
UKI, Kevin Mann, what was your thoughts, dude? Then Mr.
Can I
Redbeard.
say that hasn't been said already? Very clever lyrics, great meaning behind the lyrics. I did like the mix of the classical violin with the modern contemporary as well. It's just the balance was right in all places that needs to be right. Um, a very slick, very polished record as well. And you know what? I wanted to dance to that. I just had this urge to dance for some reason. I'm not a religious person, but I like the meaning. And you know what? It is a fantastic record.
Thank you.
Well said, Kevin, well said. Redbeard, Greenbeard.
Yeah, great track. Upbeat, uplifting, great lyrics, absolutely fantastic lyrics. I'm glad it was a lyric video because I didn't want to miss a single word. And as Isaac then said, you are a wordsmith. There's no doubt about it. I thoroughly enjoyed that track, and more power to you, my friend. Excellent.
Thank you.
Well said, Mr. Steve Andrews.
Well, for me, the energy of it was fantastic. It was just like pumping out, your words there, and it was all, yeah, yeah. It really came over like that. So a lot of positive energy there. And the other thing that occurred to me, which a couple of people have already said, was I was thinking this would fit in some kind of a film somewhere, So it had that quality, yeah, a film or maybe like a TV series or something. It was that good.
Thank you so much.
Just fantastic, honestly. Till the next time, Justin, hang around for the rest of the show if you can. There's only 3 more songs left, I think, maybe 4. We'll see. So awesome. Yeah. From Tennessee to Israel. And I think he's in the UK at the moment. Itamar Isaac, my friend, Isaac Mann. Introduce yourself. And what's the story behind your song, Saving the World?
Cool, yeah. So I'm Itamar, aka Isaac Mann. At the moment, I moved to London. Yeah, so I'm backpacking, and I'm a singer songwriter, especially inspired by UK 60s and 70s pop and psychedelia, a little bit of prog and stuff like that. And I'm also like a bit involved in music for media and animation. And Saving the World, the idea came from receiving a spider in bed emoji. And I just thought to myself, like looking at the way the world and the direction the world is going, it could be overwhelming even to the toughest superheroes now. So I thought, then the song was just came out of that.
You're fantastic, dude. You're very successful already. He's got about 20, maybe 10, 15,000 YouTube subscribers. But this particular song's just from a different channel. But sit back and enjoy Saving the World from Isaac, man. Just a marvelous, unique artist. Sit back and enjoy this. Song 4 of 7, but maybe 8.
I don't feel like saving the world today. I just wanna stay here in bed. I don't feel like saving the world today. Can anyone save me instead? I don't feel like saving the world today. I can no longer fit in my suit.
Just absolutely beautiful, dude. You know,
Yeah.
fantastic stuff. You've got your own style and it's marvelous, man. It's been highly enough. Love you to bits, dude. Dee, what was your thoughts here, my dear? Dee, then Steve.
I loved it. I don't feel like saving the world today either. I thought it was song. With everything going on, I just that was good songwriting right there. Um, it's it had a good texture to it. The different layers of the song, the vocals, it all came in together very well, and I really enjoyed it.
That was said, fantastic. Steve, then Don.
Yeah, very, very good. I agree 100% with D. I listened to that and all of the textures that came together, your vocals, the instrumentation, and the sound itself. It made me want to put my arms behind my head and just lean back and go, "Yep, I'm done for the day, man. I'm done." Awesome. I mean, you definitely brought the story to life. Good, good deal. And how do you pronounce your name? Is Ackman?
Yeah, or Isaac Man, I think it's
Isaac Man. Okay.
I
Very cool.
sure.
Well said, well said. I'm multitasking here really badly. Don, how's things? Don, then Kevin, what was your thoughts?
I dug it. It had kind of like the soul stirring feel to it, right? With the music, it again had that like ethereal quality to it behind it. The lyrics were fantastic as well. And I don't know if it was just me, but and maybe thinking about you saying that you're a fan of like the 60s and 70s early, kind of British rock, right? To me, your voice reminded me a little bit of like Davy Jones from the Monkees. So I see that influence in there and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Well said, well said. Kevin, then Redbeard, then Greenbeard, who's also the next guest, Steve Andrews is.
I found that a very unique soundscape in general. Um, a fantastic voice as well. The guitars, it kind of screams kind of like really frustrated emotions as well in that. And it's just kind of, you could literally feel what you're feeling through all that.
Mhm.
And that's a mark of some great, not only sort of, sort of the whole package really, just kind of really does give out the message quite well.
Well said, that's heartfelt, wasn't it? You really meant that. Nice one, dude. Mark and Steve, what was your thoughts here before we get to guest five, who is Steve Andrews?
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Isaac, man. And he's having a day off from saving the world. I mean, I've followed you quite regularly. I see a lot of your videos. I think you've got one of the most unique styles I've ever heard. You're a mixture of so many different influences. I can't even begin to try and name them, but I feel. But you just got a fantastic approach to your music. You sound like you're totally in control of what you want to do. And that was a killer track. And your vocals, as always, top notch. Well done.
Said Mr. Andrews.
I thought it was absolutely fantastic. It has like 60s kind of vibe to it and a kind of progressive vibe to it. And when I listen to your stuff, I always feel like David Bowie is in there somewhere. Kind of there's a David Bowie vibe to it, and I could hear that. But then, also like somebody said, like Davy Jones from the Monkees. Yeah, I can I can hear that as well now. And it's got that, it's not like blatant, but it's got that 60s feel in there. So it kind of, you're kind of listening to it, you think like, where, and it pulls you in, it pulls you in. Fantastic piece of work, and your production, as always, is brilliant. And the other thing that I particularly liked was I liked the artwork because I'm a superheroes fan. In fact, like in my free time, I'm watching Titans again on Netflix. That's the kind of stuff I watch in my free time, right? I watch superhero series. So I love the artwork. So yeah, I mean, top marks for me all round.
Well said, everyone. I was just watching Isaac Man's big smile there. It just kept getting bigger. And well said, everybody. So, Isaac Man, till the next time, dude.
Thank you.
So, we're heading over to Portugal. Steve Andrews, introduce yourself and the story behind climbing through a rainbow.
Thanks so much.
Introduce myself. All right. Well, I'm Steve Andrews, also known as the Bard of Ely, because I used to live in Ely, which is the council estate in Cardiff, not Ely in Cambridge. And I'd better fill this the rest of that in. Like, I used to write for Big Issue magazine, homeless magazine, and they called me the Bard of Ely. So that's where that came from. I live in Portugal now. I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm an author. I do all kinds of stuff. But this song that you're about to hear takes me back to Cardiff, because I was in Cardiff winter 2019, and a friend of mine, Misty Ardwin, she runs like a children's nursery school there, and she wanted me to go along and play a few songs for the little children, which I did. But what happened was I ran out of songs. I'd been playing Old MacDonald Had a Farm and some other stuff, but then I thought, well, I haven't got a song to sing now. I can keep singing the same, but then I was watching, there was one little toddler and he was climbing through this rainbow archway. And so it just came to me, climb through a rainbow, climb through a rainbow. So the song, it may sound as if it's got something to do with the LGBTQ people, but it hasn't, absolutely nothing to do with any of that. It's to do with me being in a little kid's nursery school and seeing rainbow stuff there. But not only that, there had been like a thunderstorm, and there really was like a rainbow I saw in the sky that day. So that's how all the words came. And I got it. I thought at the time, I remember thinking this would be great for like a children's series or a children's film or something. And I got it produced by my friend Jace Lewis. And that was how all the song came together. And it's a fun song. You're going to hear it. It's a fun song. It's for the children, and it's for the children in us. Yeah, and that's what I got to say about it. So Sparky, please play "Climb Through a Rainbow."
I'm going to say my piece after it. It's just absolutely world class. Sit back and enjoy this. "Climb Through a Rainbow." Every kid in the world needs to hear this song by Steve Andrews. One love.
Than a picture from a storybook. Climb to a rainbow, climb to a rainbow, sing a rainbow song. Climb to a rainbow, climb to a rainbow, then you can't go wrong. Climb to a rainbow, climb to a rainbow, build a rainbow tower. Climb to a rainbow, climb to a rainbow, feel the rainbow power. I saw a rainbow in the sky, it made me stop and look. It was even more magical than a picture from a storybook.
Some of them did have a shit.
Climb through a rainbow, climb through a rainbow, build a rainbow tower. Climb through a rainbow,
You know, it's as good a nursery rhyme as any of the ones that's already world famous, Steve. Honestly, diverse show for a reason. Beautiful. Everybody's kids needs to hear it. So our next two guests, final two guests, is Mark and then Dee. So let's go same order again. Dee, what was your thoughts there? Dee, Steve LeCron, then Don.
Steve, that was fun. That was really fun. I see a couple scenarios for that song. It's a good driving song. If you're in a long drive and you need something to wake you up, that's a good driving song. think I think kids would love the song. I also think when my husband's getting on my nerves, I can close my ears and do the la 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 part. So it was just fun. I enjoyed it. It was really cool.
Thank you, Dee. And no one's ever said that before about it being a driving song, but I can see that. So thanks for that.
Yeah, it could be a driving song. I remember when my daughter lived in North Carolina, it's a 12-hour drive from where I live, and we would drive down, and you're always going through the playlist, and you hear the same stuff or the same stuff you put on your playlist, but that would wake you up and keep you driving a lot longer. So I think it's a really fun song.
Wasn't it just? Wasn't it just? Steve, Don, then Kev.
Yeah, exactly, Steve. Extremely fun song. I got to listen to it earlier and told you it took me back to being 8 years old. I take that back. It takes me back to when our family first got a color TV and my sisters would sit and watch cartoons with me on Saturday, and every break in the cartoons we would get up and dance, and we would definitely be dancing to this song. It brings back some very happy memories. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve.
Don?
Man, I'm over 50 years old, but you made me feel like I was six again. That was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. It's got this really nice, easy to bop your head to beat. It's easy to sing along to. It's very catchy. Thanks for making me feel like a kid again, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Don. And yeah, it's a song for the children with inside us all, So there you are, and it reached yours. So fantastic.
Beautiful. Kevin, then Mark's story, who's also our next guest, and wait to hear the story behind his song. It's beautiful as well. So, Kevin?
A great sing-along track. You could quite easily sing along to that at any point, and just pick it up, really. Some really, really good lyrics in there as well. Very clever lyrics in there. But not just that, I really did like the guitar. It just kind of polished it off quite nicely and gave it that overall package. A very simplistic, very simple, but very effective record.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Yeah, I mean, it's like my songs are often like that. They're kind of simple, but they deliver something like a message, what I'm trying to say. And it for me it was just fun because I was in this fun environment. So I think I kind of captured that. And I thank you for what you said. Thank you.
Well said, Redbeard.
Yeah, well, Steve, you know how I feel about this song. I still believe it'll make an amazing Christmas #1. It's just so fun to listen to. So yeah, more power to you, brother. It's just terrific, and it's in my head now. I can't get it out. My missus is watering the garden and she's dancing to it.
Yes. Fantastic. That's Steve Andrews. Till the next time, dude. Love you, man.
Thank you, Captain Redbeard. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Till the next time. From Portugal, back over to England. Mark, tell us the story behind your new song. What's it called again? Are You Listening Now? Sorry, it's just released recently.
Okay.
So yeah, tell us about it.
I've got a lot to say, so I'll try and make it brief. My name's Mark Story. I'm a solo blues rock singer-songwriter from the UK, and I do covers and original tunes. There is a thing happening at the moment in the UK with the Labour government, where they brought in a thing called the Children's Wellbeing and Schools Bill, which is obviously focused on the education system, which is completely broken, underfunded, and riddled with cutbacks. Many children fell out of that system because maybe they were neurodiverse, or they had various issues, or whatever, or they were being bullied, and going to school was misery for them. So they deregistered, they started home educating, and flourished. So it works for them. What this Labour government want to do is get the state involved, and the sort of draconian measures they're bringing in are beyond belief. You know, they if someone knocks on your door and wants to find out how your child's been educated, and you say no, you're not welcome in here, you're in trouble. They've threatened imprisonment. They threatened fines. Typical government. Yeah. Anyway, so the home education community are obviously very distressed over this, because no one loves their children like their parents, right? The government certainly does. So I was approached by a lady by the name of Julia English, who runs a page on Facebook called the Home Education Action Group, which is opposed to this bill. And they're going on protests all over the place. And she approached me and she said that she had the idea to take the lyrics from a Bon Jovi song called It's My Life, which you probably all know, and change them to fit for this thing. So she approached Bon Jovi, and John wasn't available. So I stole the gig from John, right? So to my credit, I've stolen a gig from John Bon Jovi. So she asked me if I would like a protest song about this bill. So I set to work in the studio, put the music together, I play everything myself, wrote the lyrics, recorded the vocals, sent her what I'd done. She was really happy with it. Then I got children from the home education community involved in the song. So I put a post out saying, if you're involved in this song, record the parts I send you into your phone and send the files to me, and I will put them all in place on the track. I sent out a lot of emails, and I was fortunate enough to get quite a few back. The children really went for it. There's a protest on the 29th, and I do believe they will be singing the chorus to this song, Are You Listening Now, at that protest, which just makes my life brilliant. So without further ado, this is Are You Listening Now by myself and the Home Education Action Group Choir.
Well said, and what a marvellous cause it's for. So back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Song 6 of 7, One Love. You're a legend, Mark.
Give it a smile.
Are you listening now? Are you listening?
Who do you think you are? Think you know better than the ones that raised me. They listen when I talk and understand how to meet my needs. I'm not one size fits all. I'm not just a statistic. Won't fit inside your box, 'cause I think outside of it. Are you listening now? Are you listening? Are you listening now? Are you listening? Sing it with me. Are you listening now? Are you listening? Do we have your attention? Are you listening now? Keep your hands off home education. I will be seen and heard. You can fix what you broke if you want to. Your threats and soulless words reflect what debt you've sunk to. I'm playing to my strengths. Don't obsess on my weakness. No
A very powerful message there. And for the youngsters in the room that maybe not understand, but I'm not being rude or anything, but yeah, they're trying to change the way that kids are taught and all the rest of it. And it's not on, it's not cool. And what a great reason to write a song, Mark. Let's hear what the pros have got to say. And then I'll load up Dee's track, who's the last artist of tonight as well. So, Dee, Steve Lacron, Don, what was your thoughts there? Dee?
Mark, that was a song. I appreciate the message and the mission behind the song. And I love the way the song comes in. It does get your attention as soon as it comes in. And I love the implementation of the kids, because it really has an effect of who the song is for. It makes the adults listen to the kids, and that's very important. So that great job. I think you did an awesome job with everything.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
That's it. KMS.life.
Yeah, and Mark, thank you very much for bringing that issue to mind. Like I've said before, I've been involved in our home education programs here in the States, and we do definitely not meet the challenges that you folks meet in the UK and England. It's crazy. It was fantastic to hear your voodoo rock really bring it to home. I think it's much better to tell a story with music than it is to just talk about it.
Yeah, it says more than any Facebook post could say, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Thank you very much.
Well said. Totally to that. Don, what was your thoughts there?
Justin and I are in the same boat here. I'm a homeschool father as well. My daughter is 15 years old, and we're due to some bullying issues at school. She wanted to do homeschool. So I appreciate that on a different level than maybe some other people do. The message is fantastic, man, and I hope that things get turned around out there for all of the kids that really need the homeschool environment. The lyrics are awesome, and I can't say enough about the addition of the kids, man. That was just a brilliant addition to really drive that message home, to just keep their hands off and let the kids do what they, let the kids and parents do what they need to do to make sure their children are educated properly. Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, home education, home education, it gives the children a chance to be themselves. That if they're interested in something, I mean, our own daughter, we home educate her, and she informs us of so much stuff we didn't know she knew, because all children have inquisitive minds, and if you give them something they're interested in, they'll follow it. If you try and force them to follow something and have a go at them because they're not keeping up, how does that work? So, yeah.
Amazing.
Follow your dreams.
Well said, Don. Well said. So, Kev, I asked everyone, so maybe you want to say something or not. It's a very important topic, and lots of people will see it because there's so many little wee kiddies singing that song there. So, Isaac Man and Justin's want to say something, as is Russ there. So, quickly we'll go Kevin, Isaac Man, Justin, Russ.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, sorry. Kevin, Steve Andrews, then Isaac Man, in that order right now. Sorry. Kevin?
I actually came from a SEND education background, so it kind of hit me a lot harder than it should have done. But these lyrics were very simple, very straightforward, and straight to the point, and that's what they needed to be. Great rock record, great crunching rock there that I really like. I like the inclusion of the children as well because it just kind of gave it that extra dimension to it. Unfortunately, the message is very, very profound for me, and it's more important now than it was then. But I mean, SEND education funding has gone downhill rapidly, and it was being cut when I was at school. In fact, my school closed during my GCSEs, and I actually had to fight to do my GCSEs in the first place. So it kind of made me think and realize how lucky I am.
Well said, dude. Well said.
Thank you. That's beautiful. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Steve Andrews, then Isaac Man.
Mark, Captain Redbeard, I thought that was fantastic, but I always think your stuff is fantastic. But what stood out for me, particularly was I thought the lyrics were brilliant. And I think, well, when I perform live, I always get some audience participation. And this song was screaming out for audience participation. I could see people getting with it. You know, it's got that chorus, it's got that whole, it's inviting people to participate. Fantastic. And that is how you're going to get the message over, because you're going to be able to get the people like involved in it. Fantastic.
Well said, and we'll certainly try and help
Thanks,
you.
Steve. I mean, the thing is that I can't remember what I was going to say now. Move on.
That's all right. It's all right. Isaac, man, Justin, and then Russ. We've got a lot of comments this time. So, Isaac, man, did you want to say something, brother?
Yeah, I hope this song is gonna do really well, because I mean there's such an important topic, and the delivery, the way you handle this, I think it's top notch. It's strong, it's very powerful, and it's like unapologetic, and I hope you get some, I don't know, endorsement, or maybe some maybe some more collaborations with artists joining in, and yeah, maybe some adding more provocative visuals to make it even, even more polarizing, to get the message through. Yeah, because I think it's really cuts deep, and yeah,
Well
how
said.
important
The
the
message.
thing is. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
powerful.
well, I mean, the old saying is like never work with animals or children, right? I mean, I work solo all the
Right.
time. But I've got to be honest, every time I got a follow through from one of those children giving it their heart and soul, I mean, it took a lot. You know how personal singing is. Everyone here knows how personal singing is. It takes a lot of courage to get up and step up to the mic.
It's easy.
And I will definitely be working with children again, because the views of this video in 36 hours is nearly 1,000. And it
Fantastic.
keeps rising. So we're just going to keep pushing it and pushing it until the government listens. And
Amazing.
the kids will be chanting this at the next protest. So, yay.
Oh, that would be amazing to watch.
Hey, it's a fight that can be won, it's not over yet, that fight, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it can be won. Justin, then Russ, what was your thoughts here, gentlemen?
Yeah. So, as a teacher myself, and I work at a private Christian school teaching percussion. I teach music, but I teach music so that we can use music to teach things, and that's why people write songs, right? To deliver messages. And
Yep.
I think what is being taught here is super powerful in two directions, and I think we've all kind of touched on the one direction, like the inclusion of the kids to get the message across to the school board or wherever the funding's coming from, like the organizations that need to hear it to change what they're doing for the sake of the kids. But I think what's almost as, if not more important, is that by including the kids, you're teaching the kids now that they have a voice, and that is super poignant.
Absolutely correct. 100%. Yeah, exactly. And it's been an experience for them, a good experience. And they get a chance to use their voices and have their say. Because me singing it on my own, it looks a bit weird, right? But with them in there, and they make it to me. I took my vocals right down and let them just let rip. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I said, Justin, I'm proud to call you a friend, Mark. Mr. Russ Dallins, what was your thoughts here, Phil, before we get to Dee's track, the final song?
Yes, as always, brilliant, Mark. But what I wanted to add to everybody's comments, which have been great, is just who else thought of Pink Floyd, Brick in the Wall, the kids singing with, the lead vocalist.
Yep.
It's fantastic. I mean, great production, great song, great message. So thanks, Mark.
Yeah. Well, it was that one in my head, and school's out, obviously, because
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, cheers, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Right.
Well said, everyone. Mark, you're a special guy, and love you, man. Until the next time. Mark,
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
So our final guest has been one of our co-hosts tonight. Dee, introduce yourself. Your music is called Deep Span Logic. Could you explain that and the story behind your song, You Got Me Running? Yep.
Yeah, I'm Deep Span Logic. The song You Got Me Running, I released about a year ago. And the music that I released before that was very therapeutic for me, because I had a few personal losses in my life back to back within a short period of time. And it put my mind in a really bad space. So I was using the creation of music as therapy. And I got through my depression, and then it just got to the point where I just wanted to have some fun. So that's where You Got Me Running came in. And it's just a feel good song. The story behind it was that I did want to just try a different type of song. The video behind it is more of speaks from the independent artist point of view, where we're always on a hamster wheel. We always feel like we're running in place. And we can't, and we have intentions of getting further, but we still seem to be running in place. I hope y'all enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy the song. I hope you have as much fun, listening to it as I had creating it.
Hey, what a wonderful introduction, but you're new in the show. You're not allowed to say hope on this show. Sit back and enjoy it. You're going to love it. Final track of the evening. Deep Spawn Logic with You Got Me Running. One love, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy.
me running, got me running.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You made something wonderful there. So much stuff can be done with that, you know. Do you know what I felt like? I felt like I was at the fairground and I was on the roller coasters and on, you know, like rides and stuff like that there. I was just drifting away. So I loved it. Loved it. Loved it. What's the pros got to say though? Let's start Steve, Dawn, Kevin.
Yeah, Dee, I loved it 100%. It took me back to the 80s electronica parties I used to go to and dance all night long. I love the video. You definitely have been hacked to get up on the dance floor. I'm going to take it that way. But awesome. Excellent work.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well said, well said. Dawn, then Kev.
I'll second that 80s dance party thing because I mean, you know, I'm a child of the 80s and I was like, you know, ready to start, you know, moonwalking and popping and locking and all that stuff over here like I used to back in the day in my old parachute pants, if you can believe that. That is actually a song I don't know about anybody else who's you know currently on the panel today, but I have a frustration problem with people driving. I could play that song and my frustration would completely go away. That was awesome. I loved it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well said. I said Kevin, then Mark, then Steve, and then the show's that's it. It's been amazing. Kevin?
Even though I'm not that kind of DJ, that song really did push my buttons and tweak my knobs. I really loved it. It kind of, I'm a 90s kid, so I kind of will go with the same vibe as those guys. But it's kind of like, it kind of gave me that early 1990s throwback vibe for me, especially with the vocal as well. That vocal was like, mwah. Nice, beefy bass line there as well. It just kind of gave me that late night city vibe. Going
Thank
down the
you.
city
Thank you so much.
in the background, yeah.
Well said, well
Nice.
said.
Thank you.
Redbeard, Greenbeard, and then I'll stop the two recordings and the YouTube live.
I'm still grooving to it, Dee. I'm still grooving to the tune. That's it. It's just there. You really brought it. You really brought it. Is that you singing?
That is not me singing. That was
Okay.
digitally.
Well, it sounds great. I mean, I really, it's just groove-tastic. It just gets you. Just makes you want to dance. And I'm dancing.
Yeah, I saw you
Dad
in
done.
Redbeard, I saw you.
Oh no, I'm down with the kids.
Well said, well said.
Nice
Keith,
one.
your thoughts
Thank
there?
you.
Steve?
Me? Okay, well, I thought the song, I didn't really know where the song was going. First of all, I thought this is an instrumental track, and it was very well produced instrumental track as well. So I was getting into that whole vibe. And then the surprise was the vocals came in, and the vocals were great. And so, like, for me, it was a real mix of electronic like music there, instrumental music with some vocals coming in here and there as well. And I loved the energy, like a really great energy to it. And if I called it in the chat, I've said it energetic and eclectic because there were different kind of genres and feelings coming in with it. And I just thought like overall a fantastic production. And yeah, I loved the track.
Well
Thank you
said,
so much.
everyone.
Thank
Yeah, well said. The marvelous track. So, well, it's been the same time. We've just taken a bit longer with the songs here. It's been a marvelous show. I'm going to stop the main record, not the speaker mode over here.